Everybody, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today we're going to look at 10 Amazing Spider-Man books that you should add to your collection. If you don't have them already, you shouldn't wait any longer because they're only going to go up in price. We got some first appearances, we got some great covers, and some other books. You're really going to like them. I did some research. I'll tell you why you should invest in them and how much they're going for right now. The first book we have right here is Amazing Spider-Man number 33. This is the classic Ditko cover. It's probably my favorite Ditko cover, to be honest with you. It's just one of the best. I wish I had a big poster of this one in my room or something like that. I don't think any ladies would like it, but that's okay. But anyway, let me tell you what they're going for as far as value. So an 8.0 CGC recently just sold for $450. If you get a 9.4, which is the highest grade I could find, that one sold for about $825. This is an older book. It came out in 1966, so it's going to be hard to find it in the high grade. A very good condition raw copy recently sold for 80 bucks. If you can pick this book up in any condition, you should. Obviously, Steve Ditko just passed away not too long ago. All his books are going to get that bump, and they should be worth more anyway, so pick it up. Okay, this next one, we're sticking with Steve Ditko, okay? This is Amazing Spider-Man number 38. And this is the last Steve Ditko Spider-Man book that he did. So obviously this one's going to bump up in value. I believe it's the second appearance of Mary Jane Watson as well. This one came out in 1967. I did some research on this one as well. A 9.4 CGC just sold for $700. These are all sold prices. They're not for sale. These have all been bought and paid for. An 8.0, obviously more reasonable, sold for $250. If you can get an 8.0 in this book right now for $250, you should buy it because this book is going to jump. A fine, non-graded raw copy, you can find them for about $100 right now for a fine condition. But any copy of this book that you can get, just like the last one, any Ditko books you can buy, you should pick them up. We're going to take a little turn to something a little different here. And this is Amazing Spider-Man number 798. This is the Great Land Texas Children's Hospital black and white variant. This one was done for charity. That's why I like this book so much. You can buy this raw. I wasn't able to find any graded, but raw, this one sells for about 29 bucks. That's the highest I saw it selling for. Average price is around $20 to $25. But it's a great book. It was put out for charity. So I kind of like it. So it's got a nice little story to it. So pick this one up. This next one is one of my favorite covers. And I like this. It's a couple villains in here. And this is a great one to add to your collection. It's not very spendy, so that's awesome. It came out in 1969. It's Amazing Spider-Man, what is it, 73? Yeah, 73. This is the first appearance of Man Mountain Marco. What a great name. Man Mountain Marco. And Silverman. So I looked it up. It's 9.2. It's the highest grade I could find. Sold price right now, 180 bucks. No problem to pick this up. A 9.0, about $76. So really, between a 9.0 and 9.2, it's only about 100 bucks more. I would really probably go with a 9.0 to be honest. It's an older book. It's going to be hard to get higher than that. If you can find something for a 9.6 or a 9.8, come on. Raw copies of this sell between $30 to $40 raw for a good condition book. So be on the lookout for that one. This one will probably jump up in price too. God, this is a great one. All these Spider-Man books are just fantastic. So this is Amazing Spider-Man number 40. And this came out in 1966. And this is the origin of the Green Goblin. Come on. 9.4 copy of this sold for $2,000 recently. $2,000. So a 7.5 of this one sold for $259. Much more reasonable than the $2,000 for the 9.4. You're not going to find many 9.4s or 9s for this book because it is very old. It came out in 1966. So if you can pick up a 7.5 for 250 bucks, do it. On my notes here, I have a very fine raw condition. Are selling between 120 to 140. So I wouldn't have a problem investing in that. Like I said, it's the origin of the Green Goblin and just a great cover as well. We got a Mary Jane book right here. And this is the first appearance of Mary Jane on the cover, which is very cool. This is issue 59. This one came out in 1968. I couldn't find any CGCs above a 9.2 on this book. So the one I did find was a CBCS, and a 9.4 CBCS sold for $400. The CGC 9.2 sold for $299. Obviously CGC books tend to be more pricey than the CBCS books, so a 9.4 CGC, if it's out there, you're going to spend more than $400. But this is awesome. She's on the cover for the first time. You know, it's his girlfriend, wife, whatever. I don't know what's going on with them now, really. The nice thing about this book, it's still reasonably priced raw. A very fine copy of this book is selling for like 50 bucks. So, I mean, if you can get a very fine copy of this and maybe get it cleaned and pressed and get it bumped up a little bit, you could have a nice little chunk of money if you send it off to get graded. Okay, we're getting to some bigger appearances here. This is the first appearance. This is the first appearance of Carnage. This is Amazing Spider-Man 361. Came out in 1992. So this is a newer book, so you shouldn't get like a low grade in this book. There's no reason to. I'm sure it's been out for 20, 26, 28 years, but still it's considered new. A 9.8 is selling for $450 right now, or sold for $450. A 9.6, and there's a huge drop off between 9.8 and 9.6, and that's because the book is so new. So 9.6 you can get for like $150. Near mint copies, raw, are selling for like 80 to 100 bucks. So don't settle for anything less than a 9.6 in this book. If you want to stay reasonable and affordable, 9.6. If you want to bump it up to a 9.8, you're going to be sitting around the $450 to $500 range. Obviously, we know that Venom movie's coming out. I don't know if this character is in there. He might make some kind of a cameo. But speaking of Venom, of course, we have the Amazing Spider-Man 300. And this is the first appearance of Venom. They got a new movie coming out that always makes a difference. This is an iconic cover. It's McFarlane. It's all that good stuff. This one is spendy. It costs a lot of money. Graded copies of this book are very spendy. I looked it up. A 9.8 sells for between $2,200 and $2,700 for this book. It's one of the books that are newer that sells for in the thousands of dollars range graded. There's not too many of them that came out during the 90s that are in that ballpark, but this is definitely one of them. Let's see, a 9.4 sells for about 500 bucks. But the same thing with the last one, you should only get like a 9.6 or 9.8. This is a newer book. There's no reason that you should go for less unless you want to save some money. Raw copies of this book for a very fine near mint, God, this seems like a really good deal. $300 to $350. And if you could take that book and get it graded and get lucky and hit a 9.8, you know, you're looking at a few $1,000s. So anyway, this is a great book to have. A lot of copies of this were printed, so this should be able to find. Almost every comic shop you go to will have this book. So be on the lookout. You'll find it out in the wild. If you get lucky, it'll be sitting in a dollar bin at like Goodwill or something. These next two probably won't be sitting there. This is Amazing Spider-Man. Hold on, let me set these down. Alright, this last one right here is Amazing Spider-Man number 101. This is the first appearance of Morbius, or Morbius. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm going to go with Morbius. Is that okay? But first appearance of that character. This book sells for a lot of money already, and it's just starting to heat up because they just announced that they're going to make a movie about this character. Hopefully it's good. You never know. But let me tell you some of the prices it's selling for now, and this is before the announcement. In May, a copy of this book at 9.4 sold for $2,518. And this book came out in 1971, so it's got some miles on it, so it's going to be hard to find a copy with that grade. An 8.0, more reasonable, sold for $850. A very fine 8.0, not graded, sold for $523. If you can find this book for a good price, pick it up. It's hot. It's only going to go up. When the movie hits a year from now, whenever it is, it's going to be just enormous. So You might be able to pick this up in the shop for a good deal. If you got the extra money laying around, buy this book. Alright, we got one last book, and this is a graded book, and this is an 8.5 Amazing Spider-Man number 129, and it's a PGX, and look, it's off center. I don't know why it came like that. It was off center, so it's kind of frustrating, PGX. But this is obviously the first appearance of the Punisher. This book is going crazy. It's a great looking book. It's selling for some enormous amount of money. If you can get lucky and pick it up, if you have this book, get it graded, because the graded copies are just flying out the door. Let me tell you the prices of some grades recently. 9.6 sold for $5,500. A 9.2 sold for $2,400. An 8.0 sold for $1,500. All sold, no problem, one after another. High grade raw condition, $810. Mid grade raw condition, $500. This book is iconic. Punisher is a huge character. Punisher has that Netflix show that was very popular. They're making another season. He's just awesome. One of my favorite characters. So anyway, we showed you 10 great Amazing Spider-Man books. We told you why you should invest in them. We told you what the prices we're going for. If you have any of these books, you're very lucky. If you don't have them and you find them for a good price, buy them. And if you have some comics sitting in the basement at your parents' house, go take a look, because they might just be sitting there. Okay guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, because we're going to be doing some more investment videos on some other books. So anyway guys, that's all I got. This is a lot of fun. Hopefully you liked it. We'll see you next time.